Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Kenneth. Thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh alongside Andrew Fillipponi, and we're going to be talking about the draft. The Steelers just selected their second, third-round pick, 83rd overall, and they took Justin Layne, a cornerback out of Michigan State. Justin Layne is a guy I thought they could have taken with the first pick in the third round, not the second pick, but in the first pick, they took a guy by the name of Johnson, Deontay Johnson. I didn't really know much about him after I had to research him, and he wasn't on too many experts' draft boards. He's ranked in the bottom half of wide receivers from Toledo. But when you look at his numbers, Andrew, this guy is really comparable to Antonio Brown. But I think that this is a guy. Here's what. Look, I'm not an NFL GM. Right. I'm not a coach.
Well,
I don't draft how they.
You just compared him to Antonio Brown.
Well, yeah, this is what some experts are saying, and Emmanuel Sanders. But this is a guy that might have they would have probably gotten the fourth or the fifth round. I mean, I understand if you really like a guy, you go and get him. But maybe you take another guy because you know this guy's going to be there.
I trust the Steelers, generally speaking, with wide receivers, Richie, after the first round. I mean, look at some of the gems that Colbert's been able to uncover, you know. But in this situation, when we're talking about scarcity of position, how many good outside linebackers are left, what's the board look like at corner, unless you're super in love with a wide receiver, don't you think if you take a guy late in the third round or even tomorrow in the fourth round, you trust your scouts and you trust Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin to find the answer at wide receiver? I don't know. To me, I want a guy that can stretch the field. I still think that this wide receiver group is lacking that. Someone who can make a big play, a vertical play downfield. And based on this guy's 40 time and his height, he's only 5'10". He's not a burner. He's not somebody that's going to confuse anyone for Mike Wallace. Well, with Mike Wallace, Richie.
Yeah, but, you know, one guy that maybe they thought would be there, and I don't know this. I wasn't over there late when they were making this pick, but DK Metcalf went to pick before them.
Yeah.
You know, Seattle traded ahead of them to get him. Maybe they thought this guy was going to fall him. He would check all those boxes, fit everything that they need with a guy, a burner. Now,
right. Now, he could not be any different than the guy they picked. I mean,
total opposites.
This guy, Johnson, according to Louis Riddick, the former Pitt player, former NFL scout, is believed to be the best route runner in the draft. Now, when you're the best route runner in the draft and you don't go until pick, 66, that tells me that there are some measurable things about you, height, speed, that aren't great. Because if you check the height and speed boxes and you can run every route, you're a top 20 pick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so his limitations are physical. But it sounds like from a football IQ standpoint and being able to have an understanding and then execution of the routes that are demanded out of a wide receiver, this Johnson guy can do all that.
Yeah, this is a guy that their wide receivers coach, Darryl Drake, really loved. He has a high football IQ, and he had nothing but great things to say about him. Obviously, that's what you're going to say after you draft a guy. But you know, I think they reached for this pick. It might be a great pick. It might turn out to be a great pick. But I think they could have got him later in the draft.
And I know I said that there are a lot of draft hits that they've had with Brown in the 6th round and Walsh in the 3rd and Emmanuel Sanders in the 3rd and even Martavis Bryant in the 4th round. But let's not forget, I mean, they also took Lima Sweet in the 2nd round. They also took Marcus Wheaton in the 3rd round. They also took Sammy Coates in the 3rd round. So their draft record is not perfect. You know, was Hakeem Butler still on the board when they made that pick? That's another guy to me that when you look at him, you see 6'4.5". You see somebody that can go up and get the ball. And Moncrief brings some of that, but I want somebody that Ben can drop back and at least know he can heave it 40 yards downfield, and the guy might make a big splash.
We saw a little bit of it last year. Maybe James Washington is that guy.
I don't see it. I'm not a big believer in him. I know that you don't want to give up on a guy after just 1 year, but I would like for somebody to tell me what he's good at. I mean, when you watch James Washington, Richie, what are the things that stick out to you about him? Is he a particularly fast wide receiver? No. Is he a big guy? Is he a physical wide receiver? Not really. He made catches in traffic in the preseason. Bob called all his big plays. I mean, he had, 16 catches?
But he had a lot of drops. He doesn't even have the hands that we all thought he would have.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. You don't see him middle of the field in traffic, the balls and he's making a spectacular catch for you. I agree with you on that.
Okay, Lane, we'll talk a little bit about him before we take a break
Sure.
here. This is the guy that I think that I was looking at for their first pick. He's a cornerback out of Michigan State. He's a guy that they brought in and talked to. He's a guy they liked a lot, and he's a guy that fell. I think a lot of people, the one thing about this draft that I noticed, a lot of guys are falling. A lot of guys that you thought would go high, like the Metcalf, like a Lane. Some of these corners, Greedy Williams, he fell.
Yeah, well, Colbert said it on, and this is one of the things he was being honest about at the draft press conference, was corners and wide receivers had a lot of depth, but there was also a lot of disagreement about who the best players were and who weren't. He said, well, you could poll 30 GMs and ask for their top 5 or top 3 corners or top 3 wide receivers, and you'd get totally different lists. And I think Justin Lane is an example of that. Junior, left after his 3rd year at Michigan State. They've produced corners. Pat Narduzzi's talked about that a million times, about how you find defensive backs at Michigan State. Somebody that had some of the things that you look for in a Steelers corner, Richie. He met with the Steelers. He met with them at the Combine. He came in for a visit. So, look, it's totally different than what we said about wide receivers. Their record with corners in the draft are terrible. Terrible, right? I mean, when was the last time in the first 3 rounds they found a strong corner? I'm happy that they waited instead of using, say, the 20th pick in the draft on one of these guys.
All right, we'll continue our draft talk coming up here in a little bit. Give us a call, 412-575-2600 is the number on the Borders and Borders hotline. Back in a couple minutes with your phone calls.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.